Everyone has a story. This is the story of Jane Honesty. You might remember Jane. As a child, she was the Jane you read about in a popular series of books used in schools to teach children how to read. But the conventional happy image of her life painted in those stories was a lie. All grown up now, she's become a capsuleer with a chip on her shoulder. And to mark her departure from the lies of those early years, she's adopted some rules to keep her honest to herself. She calls these her guiding stars. Jane's guiding stars will be the rules for this playthrough. I can only buy and sell on the NPC market. Everything else I must find, salvage, mine, or build myself. I cannot accept ISK or items from other players or join player fleets. I cannot join another player's corporation. I will not do the Air Careers, Paragon, or Career Agents, Air Daily Opportunities, or Project Discovery, and I will not enlist with any Empire or Pirate faction. Beyond these rules, the entirety of Eve's galaxy is open to us, and the challenge will be to see how and how far Jane can develop while staying true to her convictions. Following graduation ceremonies at the Federal Navy Academy, Jane's been discharged at the neighboring Air Laboratories Station in Durapant. And like all Academy graduates, she's received a 5,000 ISK severance, and she's been granted lifetime use of Galente Velator Corvette-class ships. The Academy has also given her some basic skills training, and the first thing we'll want to do is get those skills leveling up. Float that, and here in the skill catalog, we'll start with armor. Since Jane will be flying the Velator for a while, it'll be best to start with skills that make the best use of the Velator's strengths. So Velator is an armor ship, and we've got hull upgrades and mechanics already there, so those are already at 3. That looks pretty good. So next thing we should check out is gunnery, because the Velator uses hybrid type railguns or blasters for its offensive stuff. And in here, gunnery is 4, which is probably pretty good to start with, but small hybrid turret could use a little help. We'll drag that there and get that started first right off. And then all of these things that she has started on would be good to get up to level 3. So let's just put all of those in line for level 3. And get those training. All of these in different ways will improve Jane's ability to make those guns work better for her. And anything else down here at the bottom? Trajectory analysis. That would be good to get up to level 3. And surgical strike is available, but not trained at all. So we should train that up. And we'll get those up first and foremost. And then, let's see, we want level 3 for surgical strike as well. Okay. We can rearrange these later. So that is everything we have available for starting off with gunnery. What should we do next? Navigation, I think. Navigation, because every ship, the Velator included, will pretty much always use some kind of afterburner or micro warp drive, and these skills will make using those things easier and can help the ship move faster and be a little more nimble. So high-speed maneuvering up to level 3, evasive maneuvering up to level 3, warp drive operation, we'll get that going up to level 3. So everything's training up to level 3 there. Good. Targeting. That will be important because we would like to be able to target out as far as possible. So signature analysis will help with locking targets more quickly. And target management would give us more available targets, but that we should be fine with 3 for starters. Okay, targeting. Great. Now, what else? Navigation, drones. Galente ships use drones, and the Velator can use 2 drones, so we should get drones to level 2 because each level of drones lets us fly 1 drone. So level 2 lets us fly 2 drones at a time. And drone avionics, we can put in drone avionics will increase the range that our drones can go. I'm going to go ahead and throw drones 3 in as well, just to get it up to level 3. We're probably going to want to take this all the way to level 5 pretty soon because it unlocks other drone skills that will be useful soon enough. So there we have the skills in the queue ready to go. That's good enough for now, and we'll rearrange later to prioritize them a little bit once we figure out a little bit more of what we're going to be doing. Now that we've got skills lined up, it's time to take a look at the ship itself. The Velator, whenever it is assembled, comes with 3 civilian modules. It comes with a civilian Gatling railgun, a civilian mining laser, whoops, didn't mean to turn that off, and a civilian afterburner. And we've got more empty slots for different things that we'll talk about later. So right away with this civilian Gatling railgun, we have 3.7 DPS. Our armor value is 901 effective hit points, and with this civilian afterburner we can move at 350 meters per second, but if we turn it on, we can simulate having it on. That lets us move at 542 meters per second. So it's not going real fast, but it gets us there. Now, Jane, like any good Academy student, has learned how to game the system a little bit. So the first thing she's going to do is leave her ship. And when she leaves her ship, then she can order the station workers to repackage it. Yes, we'll repackage it, please. And when they repackage it, what they do is they take those 3 modules off and they leave them in your hangar. So there the 3 modules are from the repackaged ship. And then immediately she orders the station personnel to reassemble the ship. And when they reassemble it, she names the ship Shade. We won't bother to ask that again, but there it is. The Shade. It comes reassembled, and now when she boards the ship, we'll find that because it's protocol, they have put 3 brand new civilian modules back on, the same 3. So now we can take this miner off, and we can put the second gun on. We can load these miners into the ship's hold here. And this is no good because a ship can only use 1 at a time. So that can go into the trash. Yeah. So now we have a ship with 2 civilian Gatling railguns, which brings our DPS to double, 7.4, which is admittedly still not very much, but it's better than 3, so we're not going to complain. And now with these 2 miners in the hold, if we decide to go mining, we can mine at twice the rate that we would have with just 1. So all is well. So with that, as lovely as this sparkling new Corvette is, like all aspiring capsuleers, Jane's first order of business is to ship up into a proper frigate-class ship. So that will be our first goal, is to ship up into a frigate of some kind. Now, most capsuleers will head out 3 jumps away from here to the Cooster system to start a career agent mission series, and that series of missions would shower them with all kinds of money and better ships, but not Jane. Career missions are off limits. So as I see it, that leaves Jane with 2 options to make some cash and to level up. The first would be to do some station trading using NPC commodities. We're not allowed to use, or Jane will not use, the player market. That's against her principles. But she will buy and sell from NPCs. And if we open up the regional market, we can see that there are some things. If we find commodities, where would those be? Trade goods, probably. Consumer products? Yeah, let's say antibiotics. And you can see that there are several different kinds of orders here. There are some orders that are 71 days or 90 days or less, basically, which indicates those are orders that are on the player market, and those are off limits to Jane. But there are these here that are in the neighborhood of about a year. So she could buy these. These are NPC orders. She could buy these for, say, 321 ISK each. Buy as many as she can with her 5,000 ISK. And then she could take them to another station and she could sell them for 368 ISK. Let's see, we could even just put that in order. So here is the first, so 375 versus 305. She would make 70 ISK per, and that would be one way to make some money. She would have to go to Ashi 7 jumps away, and then she would go from there to wherever, however many jumps it is between the two. It's 7 jumps and 7 jumps from here. Don't know from here, though, to here. Anyway, traveling back and forth from station to station, buying low, selling high, making money. Not big money, but it would be a net gain. It would also be boring as hell, so we're probably not going to do much of that. The second option, though, is killing pirates. Killing pirates offers us a possibility of looting their wrecks, which means we could find some modules that would increase Shade's abilities, level up the ship, and killing pirates awards bounty money. So there's some money involved there too, and it's probably more money than what would be possible to make in the same amount of time going from station to station trading. It's way riskier given that we've only got a couple civilian guns and next to zero armor, but Eve is all about risk and reward, so pirates it is. And having decided that, there are two places we can find pirates. Every system, nearly every system I think, if not every system, has a chance to spawn combat anomalies, and these combat anomalies are basically pirate bases where we'll fight several waves of enemies. But the downside of that for Jane right now is that several waves of enemies all at once are likely to be more than the Shadow can handle, or that Shade can handle, if we haven't upgraded anything yet. We'll get there, but not yet. For now, the other place to find pirates is in the asteroid belts of systems with a security rating of 0.8 or lower. And the lower the security rating, the tougher the enemies and the higher the bounties. But in a 0.8 system, we stand a pretty good chance at picking off the one or two at a time that we're likely to find there. So if we go to the map, again, let's make that floating so that it's not completely covering the screen. Everything around here that's showing up on the map in this system immediately around, there's Cooster, which would be where the career agents are. Everything in here is 0.9, but if we go the next system over to Trocasser, there are going to be a couple of 0.8 systems nearby to that. You'll see here from Trocasser we can go to Nashi, which is 0.8, and here's Golair, which is also 0.8. So at least two there, and up here, coming back through to there's another 0.8 there. So that's three pretty close together in that direction. So they'd be worth checking out, and it's finally time to undock. I'm going to set the destination to Nashi, and away we go. There's our air station. Say goodbye to air. Jane's guiding stars forbid she ever work for them again. Our course is set to Nashi, so let's engage and head on out.
Drive active.
Hi, this is Casparius. It's been a while, but I'm back and the channel is getting a fresh start. In the time I've been away, I've been following Tabernouche Interplanetary's Corvette to Cinnaball challenge, and more recently, Cade Plays Games is also doing a self-sufficient Steve series with an alpha character. I owe the idea of a bootstrap challenge to them. I also owe some of the inspiration for returning to really playing Eve again, rather than just logging in for the daily opportunities, and for rebooting the channel to my friend Planethead, who also recently returned to the game and to posting videos after an extended time away. Many thanks to those three, and thanks to you for watching.